Hey folks, in this video, I'm going to show you how to build a marquee in Shopify that looks like this and this or this. But first, let's break down a few sites using Marquees to learn what they're doing right and also what they're doing wrong. So without further ado, let's hop into the screen. So starting off with our first example here for Abstract Homes, they have a logo marquee. Now, the whole point of a logo marquee is to simply provide some social proof at a glance really quick. And it's a nice way to also not necessarily take up a ton of space on the page to provide that social proof. Now, that may not be an issue on desktop, but on mobile, that's a huge plus, being able to only take up a little bit of space to provide some social proof. Now, the only thing I don't like about this logo marquee is you can't actually change the slide direction or pick up and drag this, which again is maybe not an issue on desktop, but on mobile, we want to be able to use our thumb and swipe through some of the logos, especially if this logo marquee contains brands that the store carries. You want the user to be able to use their thumb to quickly scroll through some of the brands. Now, I have to give them some props because they do have this pause on hover functionality, which is good, but obviously it would be nice to have a little bit more control. Now, going off to our second site here for pros, they have a scrolling text marquee and has been popping up a lot more as of late. And I think the reason being is because it's a really easy way to quickly communicate some of the main brand benefits a site has, which is really awesome. And again, it has the same effect as the scrolling logo marquee, where it doesn't actually take up a ton of space. Like someone going down the page can quickly glance and see that, oh, okay, there's, this product is free of mineral oils, it's free of GMOs, cruelty free. Nice. Now I can keep shopping. Additionally, I know that this is a little more of a loud site, but we've also been seeing discounts show up a lot more in scrolling marquees, and that's because motion captures the eye, and that's because we as humans just naturally gravitate towards things that are in motion. We look at things that are in motion, and so scrolling discount is a lot more effective than just having some sort of static discount. And now I wanted to show you an example with the club here. And if we inspect here and look at their mobile site, we have the scrolling discount marquee, which again looks absolutely awesome. And we as humans, again, are just super attracted to things that are in motion, and this catches the eye. So it's really, really effective. Now, the last example I wanted to show you is actually in one of my own personal Shopify sites. Now, I wanted to find a brand that was doing, an image marquee like this, but I couldn't find one today. So I figured I'd show you this one. The point of this image marquee is you can quickly showcase different products, whether it be product photography, lifestyle photography. And the point of this marquee is just to quickly illustrate the overall vibe, the feeling of the brand. And again, it does it in a really cool way where just as a glance, when you're going down the page, you start to pick up on the vibe of what this store has. Now, as promised, I wanted to show you how to add a marquee into your Shopify site. So full transparency here, I do have an app called Flexi where you can add in a library of my professional sections into any Shopify theme in just a click. You can add in the one that I just showed you in the previous example. You can also add in the scrolling logo marquee, and you can also add in the scrolling text marquee as well. Now with this logo marquee, as from what we saw with the breakdown, you can actually grab the logos and move them from left to right. And obviously it works on mobile as well. But there are also a few other options in this section that make it powerful. The first is when you add in an image, we actually have this grayscale toggle. So initially, if you want the logo just to be in full color, you can have it display in full color, but in some of the examples we looked at, they have the grayscale because even though we want to highlight that there's some social proof happening here, we don't want to scream too much at the shopper. And so there's this grayscale toggle to make sure that our logos are slightly more muted and a little bit more pleasing to the eye and also uniform. The other thing that you can control is with inside the layout. If you go into customize, you can also control the speed. You can also do pause, scroll, and hover effect. There's also a reverse direction option, and of course the option to make it draggable. And if we scroll down here to to our text marquee, we can actually click into each one of the blocks and then of course change our text and change the color text and all that good stuff. So as you can see here, pretty standard Shopify sections, just with a few touches that make them a little bit more professional than other sites. With that being said, once you have the app installed, if you do choose to use it, you can go within the sections and then just simply type in Marquee and then select the theme you want to install the section to, and then hit add section. And then the sections I just showed you will directly get dropped into the theme. If you would like to build your own sections, I do have a full video up on my YouTube channel where you can prompt your own sections, and you can check that out here.